We've just finished lunching on locally caught fried whitefish, reindeer stew with mashed potatoes, and freshly picked strawberries with cream at a little cafe with a stunning 270-degree view of the fjords below. The whole setup is, as the kids say these days, Norwegian AV. In the winter, this joint serves as a warming hut for a local ski resort, and getting here involved crisscrossing up a mile and a half of steep, rock-strewn switchbacks. On a brisk day in January, it would be exhilarating to blast down on a set of skis. Today, we're glad to be swaddled in the all-new Range Rover Velar, equipped with height-adjustable air suspension and hill descent control. "Hullo, do you mind if I join you for the ride down?" asks the chipper PR rep with a smile, and posh London accent sparkly enough for 3 Orbitz gum commercials. Of course the answer is yes, so when she hops in and introduces herself with a laugh. "It's quite confusing, really. My name is Mercedes, but do you know how awkward that is in this business? Especially when you have to ring people up and say, 'Hi, this is Mercedes of Jaguar Land Rover.' It's giggles and the crunch of rock under rubber the whole way down.Velar also seems to be a puzzling name for this all-new 4th model in the Range Rover line, but there is precedent. When developing the original Range Rover, Land Rover engineers dubbed the prototype Velar, from the Latin word for to cover, hide. That makes sense for a secret prototype, and it does roll off the tongue quite luxuriously, with emphasis on the first syllable, but is Range Rover hiding something? Not, if you ask the engineers. Chief Body Engineer Rob Scott is upfront about the platform and engine sharing between Velar and the Jaguar F-Pace. Both are built on the same line at the Solihull, England, factory that gave birth to the Land Rover brand, now owned by the Jaguar Land Rover Group. The Velar launches with 6 aluminum-intensive direct injection inline-4 and V-6 engines developed in-house at JLR. For North America, there are 2 turbocharged 2.0-liter 4 cylinders on offer, a 180 horsepower diesel or a 247 horsepower gas engine. The current top of the range is the 380 horsepower supercharged V6 gas engine that powers our Fjord Explorer. "This is the most road-oriented Range Rover ever developed," Scott says. It's a claim we partially validated along the always stunning, occasionally harrowing byways that tickle the west coast of Norway. The majority of roads we drive are single lane in each direction and often narrow for sharing in curvy, forested parts between towns. With some form of water on the ground most of the year, giant Scania trucks lumbering around blind corners, and strict enforcement of traffic laws, Norwegian speed limits are low and not for flouting. A limit handling evaluation will have to wait, but at first blush, the Velar feels good, familiar. We loved F-Pace's mix of sport and civility enough to nearly name it 2017 SUV of the year, and the Velar comports itself in similar fashion, but with more attention focused on smoothing out bumps, rounding off hard edges, and creating a calm sanctuary. This a tough assignment for our first edition Velar, which comes shot in 22-inch wheels and low-profile tires, but credit goes to the aluminum-intensive double-of-arm front and multi-link rear suspension, continuously variable adaptive dampers, and optional air suspension.